Okay, my beauties, grab your band. We have got a little workout for you. This is a full body workout. So we are going to work the upper body and the lower body. We're going to start with some squats and rotational presses. So make sure this band is just underneath those feet, nicely anchored. Make sure there's no foliage near you. And from here, you're going to get the band. You're going to hoik it up so it's just over those biceps. We're going to squat down and we're going to take it into rotational press. Come on, let's do this. Come all the way down, bend that bum backwards. Make sure you can actually bend down. And don't forget, because we are amazing superwomen, as we come all the way up, we press up as high as we can, pressing up through those shoulders. That's it. Well done. A little bit of a rotation because we want to get some of that rotational core in there as well. As we take this up, we're trying to aim sort of just above the opposite shoulder. That's it. Think about breathing as you come up, and then think as well about what is happening through the legs and through the bum. So you want that bum to be the thing that moves first. As you come down, you don't want the knees to move first. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the side. We gotta nail this technique, people. Okay, bum moves first, and then we come up. I'm going to show you now what it looks like. Knees come down first. See, that bum is coming down straight over those heels. We want to send that bum backwards. Imagine you were in the sales and someone is coming up behind you and they're really keen to get something and you're like, hell no, get out my way. Get out my way, lady. I'm here first. Which I kind of feel like those big sales don't happen as much as they used to because everything is done online now. Okay, let's press all the way up. We've got 4 rounds and we are halfway through the second one. We breathe out as you come up. Good stuff. And 1, take a little bit of a break. Dong, 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 dong. So here is a pop quiz. What do you think the strongest animal in the world is? Let's come all the way down. So I asked a certain person whose name is spelt Alexa. I'm not going to mention her now, just in case she starts trying to engage me into conversation. Is my microphone on? Yes, it is. So yes, have a think. Think about the strong animals you know, and I'll tell you in the next round. Don't forget that twist. You don't want to go too crazy on the twist. Again, don't go all exorcist on me, please. Less than 10 seconds. Don't forget, if you want to, get some weights for this as well. You don't have to use a band if you have got weights. Oh, little 10 second rest. And let's go. Okay, so strongest animal is the weaver ant. I mean, we all knew that ants are pretty strong, but the weaver ant is apparently the strongest animal. So I've heard that polar bears are also pretty strong. I think they can lift about 450 kilos, which is pretty good. Harpy eagle can lift like a 3 or a 4-year-old off the ground. So just keep an eye on kids if you're ever in a place where harpy eagles roam. Almost done. Couple more seconds. 2, whoopsies, and 1. Take a little bit of a break. I'm just gonna strip. Da, 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 da. So it's like a race against the clock. Right, so the next exercise we are going to take it into some side steps with a row. So the band again is going to come underneath both feet. We're going to hold the band nice and close down towards the ground. We're going to come into a half squat position. We're going to walk all the way over, then we're going to send that bum backwards, row all the way back. Let's go. Half squat position. Let's walk these feet out. Stand, bum comes back, chest comes down. We row, come back into that squat position. Oh, this is quite nice after the other one. So what you should be able to feel is this is going to be working through the side of the legs as you come over. Then as you stand, squeeze through those glutes, bend forwards, making that L shape. Draw those elbows backwards into a row. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. Bum comes backwards, L shape. Draw those elbows back. Come back down into that half squat position. Bum comes back. Row everything up, down into that half squat position. Whew, just relax. Again, feel free, if you've got weights, do this with weights. So, one thing I'm a little bit concerned about is I essentially caught the cats playing with this band, and just before I put the camera on, I noticed that there's all sorts of just like little tears in the band. There's part of me that's really worried it's going to ping and like massively either smack me in the face or on the foot. So as you're doing this, keep those feet nice and wide. You don't want them to be less than hip width apart. So you should be able to feel this is a good old full on body exercise. And because the length of time that we're doing this for is long enough, it means that we are going to be working to strengthen, and really get some good endurance with this as well. Okay, let's go. Oh, don't lean forwards or down for that first squat. Don't know what I was doing. We need to be upright for these walks. That's it, chest up, nice and proud. Then the bum comes backwards, upside down L. Draw those elbows in together. Good, bum comes backwards. Feel the stretch through those hamstrings. This is also good because it's nice to strengthen and stretch through those hamstrings. How are we doing? Get a smile on your face, please. Right. And we are done. We have one more round to do. I'm just going to quickly check something. I see. Nothing that interesting. Okay. I just written some notes up on the side. Okay, bum back down. Draw those elbows in. So something really annoyed me today, and I got a press release. It's coming up to Easter, and a press release about the eggs that had the most calories in from high street brands. And I was like, don't ruin Easter by telling everyone how many calories there is. Like, everyone knows that Easter eggs aren't necessarily the most healthiest of things, but like no one wants to know. So I just think that, it's Easter time. Like enjoy the Easter eggs. Enjoy eating what you want to eat. You should be doing that anyway. Okay, so next exercise we have is a squat and a upright row. So again, this band is going to come underneath those feet. Dun, 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 dun. And this time we're going to cross over the bands. Okay. So you're going to grab the band fairly close to the ankle or the feet, but you can always adjust this later. And we're going to come down into a squat. And then as we stand, we're going to take it into a row. So this is where the elbow lifts, and we're going to take them into alternating rows. So squat down. As we stand, pull that elbow up, squat down. As we stand, other elbow comes up. So you want to be leading with that elbow. The elbow wants to almost come up higher than your head. Your hands are going to come up towards your chin or to your ears. Okay, how does that feel? Don't forget, as we're squatting down, it's not a Mr. Bean movement. That bum is coming back down. Good. So you're going to have a little bit of slack as we come down. It's not a problem. Make sure you really draw it up to the sides. Good. Draw these ribs down. Pull all the way up. Good. How do you find that one? If you want to level it up, then follow me. We're going to do alternates and then doubles. Let's go. We're going to do it slightly sideways. So bum backwards as we stand. We're going to do alternates. Stand and let's do alternates. Stand and we're going to alternate. So all we've done is we're now increasing the sort of, not the speed, but how many reps we'll get in through the arms for this. Good. How's that feel? Feel good? Nice. Good. Another bugbear that I have, again, it's to do with chocolate. It's because it's coming up to Easter and there's just chocolate everywhere. I really like good chocolate, but I feel like too many brands are experimenting with funky flavours and I'm just not keen. So I got given this really nice bar of chocolate and it's like an Earl Grey tea flavour. This time, guys, we're going to come down, alternate, alternate, double. Let's go. And like, great that we've got loads of funky new flavours. Green, like Earl Grey tea, definitely shouldn't be on that list. I mean, I just don't get it. Not a fan. Thanks for the chocolate, but yeah, Earl Grey tea is not doing it for me. Okay, so we're almost done. Oh, I forgot that double one. Good. So with this one, you'll start to feel it more through the upper back and especially through those shoulders. That's where we want to feel it. If you do suffer from tight shoulders, then please do make sure you stretch everything out properly afterwards. Okay, so last one we have is a standing side bend. For this one, oh no, sorry, my fault. Get back in it. I got distracted. You're probably better than I am. You probably knew. You should be here doing this class. I don't know why I got distracted. You know what it is? There is a whole bunch of drilling going on. I don't really know why. There's all sorts of weird noises that come from behind our house. Not dodgy noises, just like slightly annoying noises. Okay, so I promise you, this is the last one. Okay, last couple of seconds. You can see my cat is hungry. Babes, I'm hungry too. Okay, so the last one we have, we are going to grab hold of the band. We're going to get a little bit of tension on it through here. We're going to stand up nice and tall and we're going to come down to the side, and as we do so, we're just going to pull that arm downwards. Okay, so we'll start with alternates and then in the middle we'll do just one side, we'll do another round just on the other side, and then we'll take it back to alternates. Okay, so one thing to remember, lift that knee high and you're going to pull that arm down. So we're still working through those shoulders. Let's go. Come up, side bend, pull down. Think about breathing out as you do so. This is nice because it's working through the hip flexors. Hip flexors are the muscles that pull this leg up, and often if you're sitting at a desk, they can become tight and weak. It's also working through the glutes. We're also getting that shoulder strength as well, and that side bend. All very lovely moves. Oops. It's great because, as you can see, it's also working through balance. Try and keep tension on the band and try to keep those shoulders down so that they're not all the way up to your ears. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to take it down one side. This is the last set of exercises. that we're going to do. So let's make it count. So we're going to come down, that foot touches the ground, and we take it back up again. If you want to, you can change how this feels by slowing it down. Hold it there for a second. Come all the way up. Carry on doing that, or you can speed it up. So different ways to increase the intensity without changing the actual movement. It's worth experimenting, see how it feels. If your balance isn't so good, really focus on that. Stand strong. Try and keep that standing leg nice and gentle. If you want to get a bit more of a sweaty workout, speed things up. Good. Over to the other side. You might notice that one side is going to be slightly better or worse at balancing. So take note of that one. So one thing I've noticed when I've been doing some of the classes, and you can especially tell when people are in a plank position, is that glute strength on one side is much less than the other. And so people, when they're planking, tend to be a little bit lopsided. So if that is something you know is happening to you, then really do try, maybe just get a couple of extra reps on the side that you know is weak. Again, don't forget, slow it down, speed it up. Make this exercise something which works for you. Okay, last one. We're going to do either sides. Come on, we can do this. We've got less than a minute to go. Stand up nice and tall. Pull down, come up, pull down, nice side bend. It's a bit of a nice side bend and a stretch, isn't it? Think about that breathing. Whoops. Work on your balance. I'm blaming the fact that my big toe came off the other day, and that's put me all out of kilter. Of course it hasn't. That's it, well done. We're coming up to the end of it now. Good, last couple of seconds. And put down your instrument of torture and just shake everything out. Please do have a bit more of a stretch, but literally having a little bit of a jiggle, even if your feet don't leave the ground, can be a really good way just to release some tension if you don't have time for a proper stretch. Give yourselves a high five, a clap, you've done it.